Whenever a child has an issue, it is the parents that have the issue, with rare exception.
That's hard to hear as a parent. My kid's suffering from anxiety, it's my fault. Is that what you're saying?
It's not about fault. It's trying to understand the connections between things. Again, to understand the connections and to take responsibility is the only way you can help your child. There is no treating a child in therapy if you don't treat the parents as well. Without parent guidance, child therapy does not work. And that's because if you treat a child and you send them back into the same environment, it does nothing for that child. You must change the environment.
What about genetic?
We come with a genetic predisposition, but the whole field of epigenetics is basically the idea that we're born with a certain genetic makeup, but then the environment plays a role in turning on those genes.
I love this one because, by the way, it's exactly the same for dogs. So I'm in full agreement with her about kids because I have one now and I understand it. And what she's saying here is like the parents need to change basically if the kids are going to change. So this is my thing that I deal with all the time is if the dog is going to change, the humans need to change. So sometimes people take that the wrong way. If they're saying like, you're asking me to not be myself.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's not so much that, and I would say, who is yourself if they said that? It's more so the change might be, I don't get my dog crazy aroused at the front door. So that's a change. It doesn't mean you have to change as a person and who you are. A lot of people do, but what actually needs to change is something you're doing with the dog, some interaction, some things. So when I started doing this dog stuff back in the day and I started doing dog training, I would work with my clients and I would go to their houses, work with the dogs. But then I found it to be certain dogs, like this dog needs more time, more repetitions, more immersion into stuff. So that's when I came up with like my own version of board and train. I didn't really know that people were doing what was called board and train, which was sending a dog to a trainer and getting the dog back. So when I would do the stuff in the beginning, I would take the dog for a little bit, but I would include the owner throughout the process. So I would have them come and work with them and do stuff with them and make sure they got it. And I was really training the owner, rehabilitating the dog. And then when the owner understood the training and made those changes, that's what kept the change in the dog. But I see a lot of places what they do is they say, yeah, send your dog for board and train, send them 2-3 weeks to a place, which in my opinion usually isn't enough time. And then the humans get a go home where it's like basically a summary and they're like, good luck. And the humans think that the dog is like basically trained and changed and everything's going to be good. But that dog is 100% going to revert back if the humans haven't changed and done the stuff that the trainer or the behaviorist or whatever is doing. So this is one that's a really important one to see. It's not about training a dog. It's about training people. It's not about training a child. It's about training the parents about how to be a good parent for that child. It's about training the dog parents about how to be a good leader for that dog. So it's about leadership, teaching great leadership from the parents and things they need to change to be good leaders. And then the product of that is going to be a balanced child or a balanced dog. It's the way I see it. Let me know what you guys think. Love you guys. See you on the next one.